This video is going to be about 15 minutes long, and I'm going to do a little bit of informational stuff while the video is going on. If I have more information, I will just repeat part of the video so I can get all this info on there. This is being done by the Bureau of Street Services in the city of Los Angeles, and I went out there and watched what they are doing. They did this a couple years ago, and I also posted a video on my channel of them doing the same area. They develop an annual resurfacing program, and if the funding is available, they will do the streets in a specific grid that they select, and if the funding is not available, then they will possibly drag it on to the next year. Some streets get resurfaced every 3 to 5 years. If there is a hold on a street because there's construction that's going to happen or something is going to tear up the roadway, then they might delay it for another year. What else do we have here? To monitor, maintain, and manage street network, the Bureau of Street Services relies on a pavement preservation program. Okay, we really don't need to know that. As I said, 3 to 5 year maintenance. When a street is resurfaced, a slurry seal application is applied to prevent water penetration into the asphalt. And we all know that we don't want penetration, so we put a slurry seal down. This inhibits oxidation of oils from the pavement, deters asphalt cracking, prevents water from seeping into the subbase, and extends the serviceable life of the street, thereby reducing the need for repaving and the cost to the city. Resurfacing removes the top asphalt wearing surface to install new asphalt pavement. Slurry is a sealant applied at approximately 1/8 inch thick as a preservative application. In a lot of areas in the neighborhood, we see slurries applied year after year after year, and this doesn't happen in all parts of the city. What is a utility hold? That's what I mentioned before. If companies are a utility company is going to tear up a street, then they need to notify the city 12 to 15 months in advance so that the city does not add that street for renewal. If they do not notify the city and the utility or whoever ends up tearing up that street within a year of the street being renewed or slurried, the utility company or whoever did that is going to have to pay the full cost to redo the street, not just the area where they worked on, but the whole road. Unfortunately, when a street is placed on hold, the funding is not deferred as with the project and new clearance and funding. Okay, so 80% of all resurfacing dollars are spent on normal resurfacing blankets and the other 20% on failed roadways. As I said before, a lot of these roads get redone over and over again. 6,500 miles of streets in the city of Los Angeles, and the idea is not to repair all the streets that are damaged, but it is to maintain the streets that are in good condition so that they do not end up being so damaged that it ends up costing the city more money. The city of LA was incorporated in April 4th of 1850. From 1815 to 1878, the population increased from 1,150 to approximately 10,000. There were no graded streets. Every citizen was his own sweeper. On Saturdays, residents swept and cleaned up the street in front of their property. Good luck with that in 2022. March 20th of 1872, the Board of Public Works was created, consisting of 5 members appointed by the council. April 15th, 1872, Jasper Babcock was appointed by the board as superintendent of streets and highways at a salary of $50 per month. February 20th, 1873, the offices of the street superintendent were made appointative. That's a great word. Under the direction of the Board of Public Works. The history of the Bureau of Street Services. Sorry about the cough. The Bureau was for many years known as the Bureau of Street Maintenance, but the Bureau has always provided services other than maintaining the streets. From the early days of street cleaning with horse-drawn wagons to the technology of falling weight deflectometers, and nuclear density gauges, which provide pavement management and construction practices. The Bureau continues to employ the latest technology to improve quality and efficiency as well as customer service. In addition to resurfacing streets, we reconstruct and clean them, maintain the urban forest, which consists of 680,000 street trees and 295 acres of landscape medium islands, enforce the annual weed abatement ordinance, clearing weed growth and removing illegally deposited debris. An enforcement provision of the LA City Municipal Code provides the enforcement through the Street Use Inspection Division for use of the public right-of-way for activities such as the placement of portable toilets, sign removals, news racks, house moving, transit shelters, and banners. The wide range of services they provide in many emergency situations. They were there when the dam broke in the San Francisco in 1828, at the 1963 aftermath of the Baldwin Hills Reservoir disaster, which was a big disaster, during the rainstorms of 1978 when the Verdugo Hills Cemetery was flooded. We don't want to talk about that. More recently, during the civil unrest, I believe they mean during the riots in 1992 and the Northridge earthquake in 1994. So in keeping with a variety of services that they provide, they are proud to be renamed the Bureau. The Bureau, some people say Bureau, whatever you want to call it, of Street Services, and to share their history from 1850 until today. April 15th, 1872. Okay, so I read that thing about the appointed for $50, Mr. Babcock received $50 a month. Bureau of Street Maintenance and Inspection was created in 1910, 1911 in order to cover more miles of street. At a lower cost, streets were covered with gravel collected from the cellars of businesses and residents. Please stay out of my cellar. April 1915, Asphalt Plant 1 was completed. It was originally located at 2445 McPherson Street. May 1925, Asphalt Plant 2 in San Fernando Valley was completed. April 1st, 1928, Lot Cleaning Division was created. We don't really need the month and the day. Let's just say 1941, the activities of the street maintenance were transferred to the new Bureau of Maintenance and Sanitation. 1947, Asphalt Plant 1 on McPherson Street was replaced and relocated to 2484 East Olympic Boulevard. 1947, the Board of Public Works abolished the Bureau of Maintenance and Sanitation and established the Bureau of Street Maintenance, which consists of street maintenance and a lot cleaning division. 1952, Street Use Inspection Division was transferred to the Bureau of Inspection to the Bureau from the Bureau of Inspection to the Bureau of Street Maintenance. Do you care? 1955, Street Tree Division becomes a part of the Bureau of Street Maintenance. 1973, the full-scale implementation of the Slurry, that's what we're dealing with, Slurry Seal method of resurfacing program. Slurry Seal is a maintenance process that I just told you about to prolong the life of the street wearing surface. 1977, the Granada Hills District Yard was dedicated. This was the first major yard constructed for the Bureau in 7 years. The yard housed street repair, tree trimming, lot cleaning crews, and their equipment, as well as a debris transfer station. 1984, the first call management sequencer was installed in the Bureau's service request. Okay, we've probably gone past 15 minutes, sorry. 1995, the pavement management system was implemented. This computerized system lists the condition of all roadways in the city, is an aid in determining the roads that need to be considered for annual resurfacing. 1989, Asphalt Plant 1 and 2 are retrofitted to recycle, reclaim asphalt pavement. I'm trying to talk as fast as I can. 1991, the first street tree inventory system was implemented in the Bureau of Street Tree and Parkway Maintenance Division, which manages an estimated 680,000 trees. Of course, they don't know about the tree that I removed that is a city tree. That's probably not on the list, but it was damaged and dead, and I removed the tree, and it has not been replaced. The City Council in 1998 passed an ordinance for the street damage restoration fee. This fee was implemented to recover the cost of damage by utility companies, developers, and other entities cutting into the city streets to access and install underground facilities. And believe me, as I said, they have to redo the whole road, and that cost them a unfortunately. 1998, the Bureau of Street Maintenance assumes the responsibility of the Capital Improvements Program. 1998, July, the Bureau of Street Maintenance changes its name to the Bureau of Street Services. And that is the history up to 1998. And I'm just assuming that there is no history. 98, 08, 018, 19, 20, 21, 22. 24 years after that, there is no history. I'm going to find a history book and see if there is any history. Thanks for watching my video. Thumbs up, subscribe, like, share, leave a comment. Nobody does any of that. You can leave a donation. There is a link in the video description along with affiliate links that nobody clicks on, and nobody leaves me money, but that's okay because I love making videos. And if I can get a video of them doing the slurry seal, I will try to post that. And if I can't, you should be able to find one on my channel that I posted years ago. Again, thanks for watching. Now let me find the off button for this. Here we go. Oh, I did not finish out the 15 minutes. Very good. We are at 11, almost 11 minutes. So right now, what you saw is them tearing up the street. You saw some grinders that are grinding around the manhole covers. They have to grind really deep because when they put that slurry on there, if I remember right, they will cover up the manhole cover and they'll leave some type of a marker, and then I believe something comes in there and removes the top coating so the manhole covers are visible again. After they do this, there is also an airplane that you're going to be see taking off. I didn't zoom in like I normally do. Check out my channel if you're interested in seeing a whole bunch of plane spotting videos. We see them tearing up the street. We see them cleaning up the street. They will be doing a slurry coating on there. And then, as I said, they're going to do the manhole cover thing. They will clean up the road, and then somebody's going to come out there and mark the road. Not mark it like graffiti, but somebody's going to come out there and mark the road. And then usually they're really fast with this, but not always. Probably within a couple days, you will have somebody come out there and paint the crosswalks, because the crosswalks are the most important things. Not so important if cars don't have lines between them, because you should be able to figure out what side of the road to be on. But they will paint the crosswalks, and LA City is painting much larger crosswalks than they used to. Then they'll send a crew out there to paint the lines on the road. And now it's a big thing with the city. I don't know why. They've done studies. They've put, I think it's called a bollard, B-O-L-L-A-R-D. There are these ridiculous posts that they put around the corner. You see them a lot now by schools, right at a crosswalk and a stop sign area. They will block off an area of the road right by the curb, and they put these white, kind of like posts, cone posts in there that are held in with a little, I believe it's a couple threaded pieces of stud. And then they put the bollard on there, and the idea is that it gives people an area to stand behind, a little bit of protection as they're waiting for the drivers. I'm not going to say anything about LA drivers, but gives the drivers some time to stop, and the people are protected. And then after the driver stops at the crosswalk, which usually they stop past the crosswalk or past the limit line, the person will flag them on and then walk when it is safe to do so. And I think that's it. We're definitely at the 15-minute mark, maybe even longer. Maybe I've gone less. But thanks for watching again. Click on those links. I'm not going to say thumbs up, subscribe, like, because nobody does that. Nobody does that on these videos, and it just doesn't. People talk about the algorithm. It doesn't help at all, unless everybody does it. Nobody's gotten to the 15 minutes of the video, so. But check out the channel in another couple weeks if I can get out there and try to grab some video somewhere in the city of the slurry. I will do that. And thank you for watching, people. Where is the off button? Click